you close to your dad? You guys close?
Yeah, I mean, look, I feel like you can love a parent and not always see eye to eye, you know? He and I don't necessarily agree on women's autonomy, for example. So I like to donate to Planned Parenthood in his name,
Oh,
you know? Yeah. I performed for them a couple times as well. Isn't it weird? For some reason, comics always get booked to perform at charity events.
Yeah,
You've done it.
I've done it. I have to say, I've done charity events before, and it's almost as if the people booking it don't understand what comedy is. Because I always want to say to them afterwards, comedy needs some kind of context. You know, the room has to be prepared for comedy. And sometimes if it's a really dark charity, they don't prepare the room in any way. Have you had that happen?
Oh my gosh, yeah. One year, Planned Parenthood asked me to come perform at their fundraiser called the Birds and Bees Bash. It was in Santa Barbara, California. It was a bunch of rich old people gathered together to throw money at the cause. Beautiful thing. So it's like this swanky event, and I've slapped on a skirt, which is obviously a big deal for me. And so it's in this beautiful banquet hall, and they sit me down in the back next to Joanna Kearns. You know who that is, right?
She's a sitcom actress. What is she on? What was she on? She was
Mrs. Seaver from Growing Pains.
Oh, okay, Mrs. Yeah, Growing Pains. I'm a little old for Growing Pains, but
okay.
I do kind of remember that show. I know who she is. Yes.
Yeah, I was so excited, and I sat down, and she explained that she's going to give the keynote speech, and then she'll bring me up to do 15 minutes of stand-up. So Joanna's up there talking about Planned Parenthood, what it means to her and her family, and a woman in the back of the banquet hall next to me at our table starts to have a heart attack.
Oh.
Yeah. So Joanna she just keeps talking because she doesn't know what's going on in the back of the room. Just like I can't always know what's going on in the back of every room I'm performing in. People could be in the kitchen right now making sweet, sweet love, and I would have no clue, especially if it was like super slow, like I wouldn't be able to hear him. So Joanna is up here talking. This woman's having a heart attack. I'm watching her have a heart attack, but I'm also thinking, like, what jokes am I going to tell?
Right.
And then an ambulance comes very quickly, almost as if they knew there was like a gathering of olds, and they just like parked on the corner. So they rush in.
Whenever it's an ambulance that drives around, and if it sees like 8 or more old people gather in one spot, it waits there for 10 minutes because they know something's going to go down.
That or a garage sale. Uh-oh. How did that just happen? Did you hear that?
No.
Oh, someone just tried to call and it went to my computer. Anyway, so the ambulance comes very quickly. They rush in. They put this woman on a stretcher because it was a heart attack, but it was like a low-key heart attack. She fell out of her chair and her husband was worried. But as they're wheeling her out, past our table towards the door, she looks at us and she says, "I'm so sorry. I'm fine. I'm so sorry." Which like might be the epitome of being a woman. She's like, "I'm sorry I interrupted with a heart attack. I'm happy to die if that helps. I really will. I'll go die." So this is when they have her outside the door. And just then Joanna Kearns leans into the microphone and she says, "Who's ready for some stand-up comedy?" And I'm in the back of the room like, oh no. So I get up. I'm weaving my way through the tables in my dumb skirt. The woman who's planned the event intercepts me. She puts her hand on my shoulder. She's panicked. And she's like, "I don't know. Maybe you should do less time, like 5 minutes or something." I was like, "Lady, I'm doing 15, you know?" So I get up there in front of everyone. Felt like I really needed to address the situation.
Yeah. Someone just had a heart attack. You got to.
Right. So I get up in front of everybody and I just say, "Wow, I've done a lot of things to get out of donating money, but never that." Not everybody laughed. You know, it was potentially,
it took a while.
It was potentially too soon. My dad, however, very proud. I bombed a Planned Parenthood. And if he had been there, would have been so happy.
You know, I think I don't know if I can top that, but I have something that was equally rough where I did a benefit and it was, for people in the military. And so the whole audience was packed with, people who had served in the military very recently and come back from Afghanistan or Iraq. And it was intense. They showed this really intense film. And then an honor guard came out and they said, now we remember our fallen brothers. And they played taps on a bugle. And then right after they finished playing taps, a voice on the microphone said, ladies and gentlemen, Conan O'Brien. I walked out there. People are crying. Their heads are bowed. I was like, no, we need time between that and Mr. Goofy. You need something, a little light something, someone comes out with a harmonica and plays the harmonica, you know?
Or I'm going to pitch jock jams, you know, just infuse the room with some high energy.
Jock jams? You really think that's appropriate?
Punch up the jam, pump it up. Yeah, just blow out the room with some hot tunes.
No, you can't follow taps with jock jams.